Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and this is the fourth layout that I am making with my Scrap Stash kit for September, which is called Mr. Fox. And if you haven't heard of the Scrap Stash kit concept, I'm going to include a link in the description of this video where you can go see it. Basically, you get inspiration every month, and then you make your own kit based on that inspiration from your own stash. And then you make pages and share it with a Facebook group or on a blog. And so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. So like I said, this is the fourth layout that I'm doing with this kit that I put together. And I'm trying to take a bunch of odds and ends and get it on this page. And I'm going to talk a little bit about supplies real quick, and then I'll go into what that is a picture of. But the background paper there is from American Crafts. That's from their Chap line, and that's an older line, but it's really pretty. And so I just have a couple scraps of paper there. I have some vellum with the stars on it, that blue paper there, which I think is from Studio Calico, I think. Maybe, hopefully. And then the little rainbow strip on the bottom there is from Simple Stories. It was one of those, what I'm going through right there are all of my, what are those things called that go on the bottom? Branding strips. I keep them if they have pretty designs on them because I can use them like that as accents. And I was going through just to see if I had anything that maybe would have looked a little bit better than the rainbow, but I didn't actually find anything that stood out to me that would work better. So I'm going to use that rainbow one that I have there. And I'm just going through that's a die cut pack from Studio Calico from a very old kit that I don't even have put together anymore. So I just pulled out that little hexagon shape, and I'm going to cut it in half and use it on two different places here. So that picture is, I took that while I was driving. It's okay, I was careful. But we live in Clovis, New Mexico, and if we want to go and do any big shopping, we actually have to drive to Texas to do that because Clovis is kind of a small town. It's not like 1,000 people. It's, but there's not a Target here. There is a mall which has some good stores in it, but it's not huge. So if we want to go to like Target or Costco, anything like that, then we actually have to drive to Texas to either go to Lubbock or to Amarillo to do that kind of stuff. And this was a trip that I took with the girls over there just to go. Like I went to Michael's. There's no Michael's here either. I went to Michael's, we had Chick-fil-A for dinner, and then we went to Krispy Kreme for a little treat afterwards. So this was our drive home. And, we take one highway home, and it's very open and flat, and you can see everything. And it was kind of rainy that day a little bit. So in that picture, there's you can see actually like rain, little rain showers going on. So it was just really pretty, and the sun was coming through the clouds. And so as I was driving, I just turned my camera, grabbed my phone, turned my camera, and just snapped a picture while I was driving, and it's beautiful. So I wanted to get it down. So what did I do while I was jabbering? Oh, the washi tape on the top and the bottom is kind of like a little sunburst pattern. I believe that's from Studio Calico. It is from one of their kits. I'm not positive which one, but I put some at the top and at the bottom, and I wasn't sure about it, honestly. I went ahead and put it down, and I think about it for the rest of the time that I'm doing it, but by the end I really, really like it. I think it kind of helps ground the layout a little bit, and there's sunbursts, and literally in the picture you can see the sun rays coming through the clouds, so I really liked it. So I have done a little bit of layering there, and I used a gray Studio Calico tag behind the picture there. That is where I did my journaling. That's just a little ticket. I don't even know what manufacturer that's from because I don't have the packaging for it anymore, but I've had it for a long time. So I just did my journaling on there, and it has a little light bulb on it, and that kind of plays into, you know, like the light through the clouds and stuff. So these little rub-ons are from Studio Calico, and I'm cutting out the clouds in them. There's 2 pink clouds, and I'm going to rub those on a little bit towards the top. And they're very subtle. They're not like huge in your face, you know, boom, here's a cloud. But they blend in nicely, and they go nice with that washi tape as well, because the washi tape has some pink sun rays coming through. And I like the way those look. I'm going to use a few more from that rub-on sheet as well. I'm going to use this yellow sun, and there's a pink sun right there that I'm going to use as well. And I think I used some of those. I think I used some of those stars. I don't fully remember if I did or not. Yeah, I do. Okay. I had to take a peek at my layout to see if I did. I use some of those craft stars that are on there as well. So I put that sun there on the tag to kind of help play into that yellow from that little hexagon there as well. And I'm using some of these craft colored stars on the clouds and that little pink sun up there. Let's see, what else do I do here? Sipping my tea. Oh, I had pulled those gold doilies out, thinking I was going to use that on here, but I ended up grabbing these pink ones as well. And those are from the Paper Studio, which I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I like the pink better because it ties in with the pinks that I already have going on. And I think the gold might have been just a little bit too much. It would have been too much of a pow of color. So I really like the way the pink turned out. And I'm going to put half of it on top and half of it on the bottom here. And I have kind of a hard time with the title on this one. I really wanted to use these Amy Tangerine stickers because I want to use them up. I've had them for a long time, and I'm kind of, you know, I want to get them as used up as I can, but I didn't have the letters that I needed, and those are not really ones that you could really manipulate because they're very thick and they're fabric, and, you know, they have very distinct shapes, so I couldn't really alter any of them. So I'm looking at these, which are gorgeous. I love this font. Oh my goodness. It's called Lullaby, and it's a beautiful kind of flowy, almost cursive. And I'm looking at these two just to see, and those don't have enough at all. I love that font from Heidi Swap, but oh my gosh, I wish they had more options because you can't make a ton of words out of them. There's only like 2 E's, and they don't give you a ton of options for those. So I'm using my wax paper because I'm not 100% sure how the title's going to work out. And I had to manipulate these a little bit just because I didn't have enough ends, and I didn't have, so I took a couple of U's and turned them upside down. So it's weird because in the word, the U in the word is an N upside down, and then the N's are U's upside down. So I only had one N, and I had a bunch of U's, so I wanted them to match. You know, if I had used the N the way it's supposed to be and then used U's, they would have been different. So I kind of wanted them to at least look like they were supposed to be that way. I hope that makes sense. But I mean, when you read it, it says stunning, and you know, you can't tell that the N's were supposed to be U's. So these are little alphas from Kessie Art, and I'm just going to write the word Simply. So the title will be Simply Stunning, and these are a cool font. They're all different. You know, each one is a different font. So that's a little fun. And that fits perfectly right in between the T and the I there. Sorry for the glare on my light. You can't really see those stickers very well. I'm really, really happy with the way those turned out. Now these are flowers from Prima, and oh my gosh, I've had these for so long. I'm really trying to use up some of my older supplies. So I chose two that had script writing on them, and they don't really say anything in particular, just, you know, very subtle script. And I'm just going to put one on either side there. And I do a little bit of thinking in this one, because I'm just not, I didn't have a clear vision in my mind when I started it. I just kind of started it and went with it. So I'm going to use this blue tag. I wanted to bring in a little bit more blue since I have that blue flower there, and I have a little bit of blue on the pattern paper. So this little sticker is from My Mind's Eye, from one of their sticker sheets, and it just has basically like a date, place, and event. So I just kind of wrote a little bit of the details about, you know, where we were and what it was and stuff, aside from what was in the journaling. And I replaced that little yellow hexagon thing, and I'm just going to layer it on top of the other side of the hexagon thing there. And I like that because it kind of helps ground that ticket a little bit more as well. So I got some enamel dots going here, and I'm just kind of placing things where I think I want them to go. I was trying to decide if I was going to use up the rest of those enamel dots, but I didn't want to overdo it, so I just stuck with those that I put down there. I'm going to get these flowers stuck down, and I think a little bit about, you know, I need something in the middle of those flowers. You can definitely see the holes that are already pre-punched in them. So I'm trying to decide, you know, do I want to try to put a brad in there, or there's some stickers I could put in the center? Do I want to do enamel dots? But I already had a bunch of enamel dots, so I'm looking at everything just to see. I'm going to add that little yellow sticker that says this right underneath the sun there. Oh, sorry, my dogs are starting to play a little bit. And then I look at these, the alphas, and they have, you know, the little almost period type thing. So I stick one of those in the center of the things, and that helps bring out the gray, the dark gray in the title there as well, so it kind of ties in. So I'm taking one last look, and I'm very happy with it. Except for this, I'm going to cut this down a little. It hung down a little bit too low, so I just cut off a little bit and then just restuck it under, and I liked it a lot better. I didn't really want to add anything else to it, so. And now I'm really happy with it. And that's my layout. Here's some close-ups for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to check out the Scrap Stash Kit, go ahead and click the link in the description of this video. Thanks a lot. I'll see you real soon. Bye.